Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Floyd Humphreys at floydhumphreys.com. And I just want to talk a little bit about why a person might want to join LiveGood. And there's a lot of money-making opportunities out there, and I've studied them over the last, 50 years. And one thing is that network marketing has created more independently wealthy people than any other business model. By far. I mean by a big margin. So you have to ask yourself, well, why is that? But then at the same time, you have to ask yourself, why do so many people hate it or badmouth it? Most of the people that badmouth it don't understand it. And if they did understand it, they wouldn't badmouth it. But because the negative things they say about network marketing are basically lies, it's not an easy business to start. But then what business is? 90% of all businesses fail within the first 5 years, or at least within the first year for sure. And so, it takes a little bit of knowledge and it takes a little bit of experience. The money's not going to just jump out of the sky and hit you in the head. That's not how it works. You can't be a dumb shit. There's a reason people are stupid. There's a reason people are broke. And it's because they don't know any better. And they've never took the time to figure it out. So, when you don't just go join any old network marketing company because, that's a network marketing company, maybe I'll get rich. Well, there's a lot of things that you got to know. First, how long has the company been in business? If they've already been in business for several years, their rapid growth is over. And it doesn't mean you can't make a lot of money, but it just means it'll be harder. If everybody's already heard about it, then it's more difficult than if you're telling somebody something that they've never heard before. So it is better when something is new, and it's just like a television, When you were the first one to get a black and white television way back in the day, then everybody wanted to come over and watch your TV. And then when you got a color one, it was the same thing. But then when everybody had one, it was no big deal. Well, here's the thing, nobody, unless you're born wealthy, in which case, no effort is required, but typically effort is required. And so if you want to become wealthy, at least independent enough that you don't have to worry about ever being homeless or being able to pay for your house or anything like that, then there's a few different things you got to consider. Now, if you're making a minimum wage job, well, you're never going to get rich. Just face it. That's a dead-end street. Now, there's different things you can do. You can leverage your money if you have money. You can invest in stocks and bonds and different things. But if you're going to go out and buy a share of stock that's $200 or $300 for one share isn't going to make you rich. You're going to have to buy 1,000 shares. So that means you're going to have a couple of $100,000 to buy a significant amount. Well, if you don't already have that money, then leveraging your money to make more money probably isn't going to be the right program for you. But there's other things that you can leverage. You can leverage time. You can leverage people. Now, with network marketing, what you're doing is you're leveraging people, and therefore time too. So what happens is, in a typical 2 gets 2 gets 2 gets 2, this is what it looks like. And in the LiveGood tree, this is the LiveGood Matrix right here, and it's 15 levels deep. So if you come in a new company like this one, and the spillover is fantastic. I mean, not everybody gets it. It depends on how fast you work. It seems like the more people you personally sponsor, the less spillover you get. But spillover has a way of keeping up, because the matrix grows like this. Some of the people are getting their own people, and it's growing really fast, and some of the other people aren't getting anybody, but they're growing fast too, but they're getting their spillover from above. They're getting people for free. But it's not that they're going to make the same amount of money just because they got the same amount of people. That is not true. When you personally sponsor people, you make a lot more money on them than when they're given to you for free. So what happens is, if these people here, you didn't sponsor any of them, sure, you're going to make some money on them. You're going to make 25 cents a piece, and which altogether it's about 65,000 people. So you're going to make over a couple of $1,000s a month. Who knows how long that'll take. Now, my sponsor is already on his 12th level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's already working down in here. Now, I'm not that far down. I'm only half that good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm working on this level right here. So, but I'll get there. You know, I just got started. I've been going 4 weeks now. So the thing about it is that when you leverage people, you only need to make a little teeny bit on each one in order to make a lot of money. Now, take a grocery store. Grocery store doesn't have the big fat margins that people think they do. You know, even if they were able to double their money from the actual cost of the wholesale product to the actual retail product, by the time they take out the building and all of the employees and all of the utilities and all of the to keep the freezers cool and all the maintenance people it takes when something breaks down and all the people to stock the shelves and all that stuff, you know, they're running on a really, really, really thin margin. You know, some of them are running at like 3% between profit and loss. So that isn't a lot. But if you're doing millions of dollars in volume, it's a lot. And so if you're a little kid on the corner selling out of your wagon and you're making the same amount of profit as the grocery store, but you're only selling 2 candy bars a day, well, you're not leveraging the people. Now, when the grocery store has thousands of customers, that's leveraging the people, and you don't make a whole lot on each one. Now, the thing about a grocery store is, if you want to go in the grocery store business, anybody can go in the grocery store business. It's no big deal. You can go buy, you know, $1 million worth of groceries wholesale and be half of what retail, you know, and all you got to do is, you know, have a $2 million building to put it in and hire 50 employees, you know, and you know, pay them $20 an hour, and you know, that's all you got to do. And then you know, and so you know, you're in this project several $1 million before you've even made a penny. So network marketing gives people the opportunity to leverage time and people. So what happens is it's like, if you recommend something, now you don't want to recommend something that you don't like. You wouldn't say, man, I went and seen Top Gun. That's the best movie I ever saw. Well, and that might be true, and that'd be fine. But if it wasn't true, if it was a dumb movie, you wouldn't be recommending it. And so, you know, the thing about being truthful and honest and having integrity is that you don't promote things that you don't believe in, you know. And so, you know, I remember when I was a kid one time, and my neighbor had a shop where he took his bulldozers and dump trucks and stuff in, and his kid was the same age as me. We went to kindergarten together, we went to school together all our life and everything. And anyway, one time this traveling salesman come by, and he was selling penetrating oil, and you know how penetrating oil, you know, you put it on a nut that won't come loose from a bolt, and it can penetrate in there and lubricate it so you can get it off. And you know, he was, you know, telling fantastic stories like, this penetrating oil is so good you put it on your front bumper and in 15 minutes it's on your back bumper. Well, of course that's a lie, and so there's no integrity there, and so that's, you know, doomed to fail. But when you are promoting something that you truly believe in, then your chances of success are a lot better, and plus people don't get mad at you for lying to them because you're being truthful and honest and have integrity. So, when you're telling somebody about something, now, like for me, when I tell somebody about LiveGood, I'm all about it's new. Nobody's ever done it before. There's never been a company in the history of the world, not since Adam and Eve, has a multi-level marketing or network marketing company ever sold products at wholesale. It's all about marking them up 8 or 10 times. At no time has a company ever offered a product at a fair price. It's never been done before. This is the first company since Adam and Eve that's ever done it. And so, and it's because they don't pay commissions on the products. So it's like if you go to Costco and you go in there and you buy your products and they cost you less than you would if you went down the street, they're still making millions of dollars, even selling cheap. And it's the same products, the same brands you would buy down somewhere else. It's just that they're selling them cheap, and so they gather a different clientele. They charge a membership fee so that you can buy there. You can't just go in there and buy if you're not a member. And so, that's kind of like the way this is. And so it's different, and it's never been done before. And the other thing is there's no auto ship. Now that's a big deal because sometimes people get into a company and they're really trying, they do bring in a few people, but what happens is they have to buy so many products every month that they don't need or want, and it costs them so much money that they actually get behind, and then they start thinking about something else, and then they don't do a good job, and then pretty soon they fail and like that. And so that'll never happen with this company. I don't think anybody, there's really no reason for anybody to quit, I mean, if you don't want to buy wholesale products and participate in the compensation plan, well then don't join. Duh. But if you do, then why would you ever quit? Because that's not ever going to stop, And when one understands the compensation plan, I mean, you go in your back office and you can read it, and maybe it doesn't really click because it's a bunch of numbers and this and that and the other thing, and you're like, well, I don't really even understand that or know what that means, and how long will it take that to happen, and how many people do I need to do that, and blah 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 blah. But you got to get educated. Typically, a dumb shit, doesn't become a millionaire overnight. I mean, you got to be educated. You got to know what you're doing. You can't be a moron or an idiot, and so you got to understand what it is that you're doing, and so when you understand it, you realize there's a hell of a lot of money to be made, hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Now, this is an opportunity. I mean, when an opportunity, this is one of those things that maybe comes by every 20 or 30 years. And so, when you see something like this, you have a moral obligation to tell your family and friends about it. I mean, do you hate them so bad that you don't want them to make any money, or you don't want them to become financially independent? You don't want them to be wealthy? You really hate them that bad? So, and of course you can't, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So you can't make anybody become wealthy if they don't want to, or if they're dead set against it, or they've got some kind of mental block and that says, no, I don't ever talk to me about that again. I hate you, and I hate what you're talking about. And so okay, fine. Let it go. Who cares? I'll just, I'm gonna make a lot of money. Whether you do or not is up to you, but I'm going to. And whether you do or not doesn't have anything to do with whether I do or not. So I don't care whether you want to make any money or not, really. And I know that some people do and some people don't. But when you have an opportunity and you truly explain it to people so that they understand, this isn't like anything else. This is unique. It's never been done before. I'm sure it'll be copied, but this is the real deal. This is the original. This is the one. So, and then, it's like I had a lady that signed up today, and I told her, I said, just kind of, go in your back office and just start looking around, and I said, you won't see a whole lot until there's something to see, until there's some statistics, or until you start sending people to your landing page or capture page. But you can start reading and seeing how things work and stuff like that. And anyway, she sent me an email a couple hours later, and she says, I was telling my ex-husband about it, and he signed up. And so isn't that, see? And it's just because she was being honest, and she wasn't trying to scam anybody. She was just, out of being a decent human being, and so that's all it is. And there's no reason to pressure anybody. If anybody doesn't want to do it, who cares? They say, get away from me. Fine, get away from them. Who cares? You can't. If they want to go live on Skid Row, let them. But now, me personally, I'm going to build me a brand new house next year, and I'm going to use this to pay for it. And I can see that it's already going to happen. So, I can start planning accordingly, and everything goes boom, 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 just right in. Everybody says, oh, he's lucky. Well, I wasn't lucky at all, So, anyway, there's a lot of money to be made. Not only are the products cheap, but they're good. And the people, there's a man, and I can't remember his name, but he's in charge of the products, and his goal is that none of the products are going to be second best. They're either going to be the best in the world, or they're not going to market them. So it's that simple. And so that's easy enough. But anyway, so that's what you're dealing with. And so when you get down here, and the money gets, it just, the money is huge. And so once you get into it and all that. Now I'm just going to tell you what I've done in a month. I have personally sponsored 30 people. 29 of them are participating in the compensation plan. One is just a customer. Now, these are people this month that have joined my organization, and so I can go down here, and it tells these are bronzes, and I'm a silver, which I'll be a gold pretty soon. I've already sponsored enough people to be a gold, but I haven't got enough people yet to be a gold. But I will. It's only I'll make it by next month for sure. But anyway, so you just go down and see all these people here. Now it tells who their sponsor is, and a lot of them are mine. But some of them are other people, and you can see they've got them in their second, third, and fourth level and stuff like that. Now there's people that are doing better than others. And the company has a leaderboard so that you can see it goes from number 1 and it goes all the way down to number 50. And so if you're number 50th in the company, that means that there's 49 people that are doing better than her in the world, in this company. Now there's over 10,000 people in this company, so to be in the top 50 production-wise is quite an accomplishment, actually. And so anyway, my sponsor is clear up here in the number 2 spot. That's him right there, and he's personally enrolled 157 people. And I'm clear down here, and right here I'm in number 35 spot, whereas I've only sponsored 30 people. But like I say, I've just got started. I've only been going a month. So anyway, the money's already coming in. I've already been paid a couple of times, and so that's it's all good. So I just want to leave you with that. If you learned anything, or if you like it, you can click like or even subscribe. I've got other videos. I've got a blog, and once you get looking around, you'll find everything. And I've even got a newsletter, and that talks about different ways to get leads, whether it's email marketing or whether it's solo ads or you know, whether it's paid advertising or, you know, blog, you know, there's just a lot of different things that people do. You know, you can just go yourself and look on YouTube and just search on LiveGood, and, you know, you can, there's a lot of different people that have a lot of different videos, and you can just, you know, watch their videos and see what they do. A lot of them tell you what they do, you know, and like that. So anyway, I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.